I just had to put all the tools up and everything.
Okay.
So we're good. We're good now. I just stink, so luckily you guys can't smell me. It worked out. I don't even remember where we left off. I remember all the ghouls.
Yes, after we killed like 20 ghouls.
And we weren't even allowed to loot them yet. You missed about 10,000 ghouls. I don't know if it would be considered fun. It was like overwhelming. And surprise, surprise, Rom almost died again.
Just gonna talk all the shit now that he's gone.
I know, I'm terrible. Well, you were just fine. I mean, you were hiding, and so you were totally good. I think everyone else was like really, really low health. I don't remember completely because I was playing another game and I died like 6 times. Oh my god, my back hurts so bad. Oh yes, we found Tharden. He's dead. We decided to go to the Wave Echo Cave instead of going back to Cragmaw because Gundren seemed very anxious, and so we decided best to go to Wave Echo Cave to see if we could find his 2 brothers that probably went there ahead of him. And we go in there and we find a dead dwarf, which we recognized him by his boots. His name is Tharden. He was one of the brothers, and he's dead.
Yeah, you were convinced that they would be dead if we went there anyway, so.
Yeah, we were pretty sure they would be dead anyways. But we were trying to stay optimistic.
And you tried to extort more money out of him if we found them alive.
Yes, she did. Oh, that's great. Okay. I think that's mostly it.
Yeah, I tried to give her a rundown after the session.
Oh, okay.
I think the only thing she thought was completely out of character for her was recommending the group be called Gerbinder and the 5 others. But we've now fixed that.
Have we? Have we really?
We have, because I have officially changed the name on the adventure logs to Gladius Vindicta.
That makes sense. But you're sucked in anyways. Hey, I guess we all have pretty good health. I thought we were worse off than we actually are.
You guys took a short rest. Sorry to take a short rest anyways.
Okay. Maybe that's why.
Okay. I have to go get my book. Be right back. Oh, and since I now cannot see from a Lear's perspective, I need to pay attention to this whisper.
Can you currently see from her perspective?
I cannot.
Okay. Okay. Dylan, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we left off with the group having just massacred this room full of ghouls. And they started to rest up to kind of bandage their wounds before deciding to continue onward. The group, few were going through the bones, to find bones of orcs, dwarves, gnomes, and even ogres. Once the bones were covered in bite marks, apparently from the ghouls themselves, as they've been kind of gnawing on them for quite a while. And this room that you're currently in is a deep escarpment dividing the large cavern into 3 sections. High ledges on either end and a lower section in the middle. Carved stone stairs climb up to the ledges. 2 large tables stand in the middle section, along with a pair of old braziers. A small table stands on the eastern ledge, the skeletal remains of dozens of dead warriors. Dwarves, gnomes, orcs, and ogres, attesting to the fierceness of the fighting that took place here long ago.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so did we loot the ghouls, or I think we already did that and found like nothing on them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were barely wearing scraps of clothing.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Shall we push on?
I see no reason not to.
Have we actually finished our rest?
Yeah, we came from south.
Okay, well,
Came from there.
hang on a second.
Came from that entrance.
Since we're taking a short rest, and I didn't actually need to rest or
No, not where you're
renew any healing points or anything, I'm going to actually cast a spell. Because, unbeknownst to you guys, I found a book of magic last time we were in town and have been studying it.
Dun dun dun.
And I'm going to cast Find Familiar. I'm about to have a familiar. And we came, like, can you see where I'm standing? Yeah. The stairway down to my left in that general direction. There was kind of a maze of tunnels, and we made our way through there. That's where we fought the jellies. And then we had all these ghouls bottlenecked here at the stairs. Because Threx was, pretty awesome and had nice protection magic. And, yeah. So, I am casting Find Familiar, and I'm going to summon to me a celestial being who's going to take the shape of an owl. It takes an hour to cast, so.
You're doing that while the group's kind of vanishing.
Yep.
And I suppose now's a good time to mention it. Something I've been talking with a couple of players about is possibly doing kind of like flashback episodes where rather than going forward and like here in the main story, we kind of delve into some event that happened in their past to kind of like build up like who they are as a character and all that. If you guys are okay with that kind of thing?
Sure.
Since in the end it's still your own individual characters. And so for those who are okay with it, I'd be happy to dive into their own backgrounds. And those that aren't, like I said, it's up to you.
No, I'm cool with it. There was a giant owl for a second.
Aw, it's a tiny owl.
Little baby owl now.
Maybe we should call it Hedwig. No, let's not do that.
Is that an elven word?
Oh my god. That's funny.
Okay, the jazz hands were funny.
I think it was all funny.
And Illyria, you know why you got sick, don't you? Or why you've lost your voice and everything? You didn't drink enough fluids last night.
Alcohol just kills everything.
Well, no. She turned into a vampire. She didn't drink enough fluids.
Okay, so in this case, as the group is kind of taking their rest, bandaging their wounds, and beginning the ritual to summon the owl familiar, Illyria is going to take a moment to kind of think back to her past. And,
Sorry, I had to.
oh, totally fine. And she's thinking about the time that she was last kind of accepted amongst those in House Bainray in the Underdark that she came from. And this was happening shortly after she had a conversation with one of the higher ups, her own trainer, the man who basically showed her the ropes, trying to look specifically for names in her background right now. I didn't write it down inside, which I totally should have. Her mentor. And after having a conversation with her mentor, Esnar, another drow elf in the city of Menzoberranzan, Illyria was told to meet him at a said location outside of the city itself, outside of the city proper. And that's where we're currently going to begin. Now, you guys should be able to see, Illyria should see her token like normal. The rest of the group
It's different.
should see different tokens for them, but you should still be able to like move those around.
I don't seem to have any vision anywhere, but
Not just yet.
Very. Yeah.
Because one by one, that's going to be the token that's representing your character. They're going to have different names, but that's going to be representative of you.
does this make us try to kill Illyria?
It's possible.
How about if we crit? He dies. What happened?
That's all going to go into her background.
Then we'll have to get a time.
There will be a
machine.
rift in the timeline, and we'll have to get Doctor Who to fix it.
It's a flash.
Stream should be able to see something in a couple of seconds.
I see something.
I guess you guys should be able to see it too.
Yep, I do now.
Okay. So, Illyria was told to meet Nesnar here at this location outside of the city proper in order that they would deal with the information that you revealed to him about this plot against the House Bainray noble leader itself. That's basically where we're starting off. Alright, so as Illyria comes up, she sees Nesnar there already nearby a small well already waiting for her with several of the other members of the kind of, I guess kind of like a guild of these other assassins that you've been trained with. And he says, "Greetings, Illyria. 'Tis good to see you so soon. We're merely waiting on the appearance of a few others before I will address the information that you made public. We will wait only but a moment. And if I can, the rest of the group, go ahead and roll me, I guess, initiative. Let's see who pops up first.
At me.
Says, indeed, we do not wish to draw attention to ourselves. I've merely called other members of our group to deal with this problem appropriately. I'll send no because you're already there. This is entirely just to see if it pops up. Alright. So, as you're having this conversation, a short, stout individual, Urtigar, begins approaching from another one of the tunnels, heading southward, or heading towards Nesnar. Nesnar kind of makes a gesture welcoming him. He kind of little gesture saying, "Come this way." Mighty Murkol, I appreciate your heeding my call.
I can't move him. It says I'm on, like, off the map.
How about that one?
Still no.
Can you move either of those two?
Yeah, I can move this guy. I was just out of the map.
Move The one that says Morgul.
Looks like it, but it's glitching out for a minute. There we
Okay.
go.
The one that says Threx is purely for the sake of you knowing that that's the right.
Okay. Alright, I start walking over to him. Doo-doo-doo.
Alright. So he says, Illyria meet Morgul, one of the very few Durgar that I would trust with my own life. He's been a member of our ranks for many years. I trust you all about as far as I can throw you, but despite his great weight, I would put strong emphasis on anything he has to say. Morgul, I welcome you to our ranks as we await several others.
I'll just give him a nod.
And outside of the well itself, it kind of bubbles up a little bit. Sure, that'd be an insight check if you wish to do so. Well bubbles up, and out pops what looks like a fish man, with carrying a kind of staff in one hand, sword on his belt, and he says, "Mulwick, ha, tricky bastard." Cassie, you missed it, or Megan, you missed it. This episode, we're kind of, this episode, we're doing a kind of flashback of something that happened in Illyria's past. And so, for the sake of this, you're going to be a different character. Just for this kind of background thing, but all of your abilities and everything should still be on Cassie's character sheet. So you'll still be rolling Cassie's character sheet. It's just you're going to be looking different. But you're a different player.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
I know I'm like almost 20 minutes late.
No worries.
Okay.
He says, and Nesnar again turns, he makes a similar gesture to Molowick, saying, "Welcome, Koator. Friend." And Ben, you should be able to move the one that's there in the well.
Oh, so I'm Mulwick.
Yes. Alright, and Illyria, you seem to believe that Nesnar is true to his word. You've known Nesnar, he's been your own mentor for years. You trust what he says, and his high opinion of Duragar itself comes with great praise, and so you have no reason to disbelieve him. And Nesnar kind of looks to you, he lets out a slight chuckle. He says, "My dear, the best assassins are those who you would least expect. While it's great to have allies of the Drow themselves, sometimes it's best to look outside of the Drow ranks. I assure you, I trust every one of you equally." And as he's saying this, a pair of Drow women, both wearing kind of flowing robes, begin to approach from west. He says, "Here come the last two now." And Megan and Yushi should be able to move those tokens.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, so each and every one of you have met with Nesnar before. He's kind of like the higher ranking amongst your, not necessarily a guild because you would all work individually on your own contracts before, but the fact that he's called you here together clearly indicates that something important is happening. You all have a past history with Nesnar, not necessarily with each other. And Nesnar takes a step back and addresses the entire group. And he says, Now that you're all here, I have some very disturbing information that was brought to my attention. It appears that those closest to us begin plotting against House Bainraid, so against the leader, against our own family. And it has come to my attention that it's one of you in these very ranks of us assassins who intend to do harm to the great house. Now, I trust you all equally, and so I propose a test, a trial, if you will, to prove your loyalty to the house and to our league of assassins. Beyond these doors, and he makes a gesture to the two large wooden doors behind him, beyond these doors lie a series of tests. Your goal is to reach the peak of the tower to ascertain what's inside. Those who make it to this goal, I will know I can trust. Those who do not will be dealt with appropriately. Now, you have before dawn tomorrow to emerge victorious or not at all. I leave the choice to you. And he kind of gets a little shove to the two doors, opening them up to a short little hallway with varied colored stone tiles on the ground, red clearly indicating a visible path forward, a couple of torches, and only a few more feet inside to another large pair of wooden doors.
Has he kind of dismissed us to go?
Yes.
My guy just slowly starts to walk.
He says, I await your victorious returns.
So are they all going at once, or does that have to be like one at a time?
All at once.
Okay. Well, I guess.
I'll say, I trust none of you people. So I'm going to wait till everybody else goes in.
Nesnar turns to you and he says, My dear Malowick, I know you have no reason to trust these individuals yourself, but I assure you, each and every one of them have come truthfully through on their own words. And I ask, if you do not trust them yourself, to merely go as my envoy to ensure that I can trust them going forward, or to root out the traitor himself. As the doors beyond, the second set of doors, once they open, the outer doors will seal. Any who do not go forth for this task will be deemed a traitor and will be executed, no matter your allegiance to me in the past.
Okay, well with that, I'm going to walk in and just stay behind everyone. I'm not giving my back to any of these bastards.
All right. And he turns his attention to Sassandra, sorceress. He says, My lady, they await you inside.
And Grenna kind of looks behind her like, what's the holdup? She's like, let's get this done.
Yeah, so Cassie, that's you. You need to move in.
Oh, my bad.
All right. And who is going to push open the doors?
Has Cassandra already taken damage? Looks like her green bar is not full.
That
Yeah.
might be from
That was Cassie.
Cassie, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. So
I'll open the door.
All right. So the doors get shoved open, and beyond you can see the tile pattern continues. The red kind of leading a path to the walls beyond, splitting in front of a fountain to either side where you can make out stairs on either side of the fountain. You can see 6 large statues of various drow individuals in various states, heroic poses of sorts, and assumed to be other noble leaders from within Menzoberranzan at one point in history or another, and a single statue sitting within the fountain of a drow woman kind of beckoning towards the front door.
Okay. Should I, if I open a door, should I do the I forget what the checks I should do.
yeah, just out of curiosity, kind of what Cassie's saying. Are we are the characters we're now playing have the exact same stats as our existing characters?
Yes.
So this isn't an assassin who's actually like a rogue. He's a cleric, just of a
He
different.
makes use of his clerical abilities and his devotion to
Priest assassin.
whatever divine in the Kuotoa worship that he comes from.
Okay, fair enough. It's like if I need to all of a sudden turn into rogue and be stealthing everywhere and checking for traps. I was
Because originally I made up characters for each and every one of them, and I was thinking that might be a really difficult switch for one game to the next without you guys having to look up these abilities and stuff. So I was thinking maybe I'll just make these NPC characters have your current stats, and that'll make everyone's life flow a little easier.
works for me.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
And as these doors open, several torches inside burst to life.
I do think, though, because we are all assassins, that we should definitely get advantage on stealth rolls now. It's only fair.
All right, so Illyria, go ahead and give me the old 1-2, investigation and perception. And until you go forward, I will say this is for the room that you're currently in. And so you're kind of feeling along the walls and the door of this small kind of entry chamber that you're in right now. And you see small little wires on the backs of the doors that were just pushed open to kind of lead into the walls. It's assumed that these doors are what triggered the lighting of the torches beyond. All right. So this time you're looking around the large statues standing before you and feeling along the tiles before you step on them. And from what you know of your own past and history with such traps, these tiles all seem level, none of them seem to be slightly higher or slightly lower than the others. They all seem to be level with each other to indicate that none of these tiles have been tinkered with.
Oh, is it me or just Illyria?
It's everyone.
Okay. Sorry, I felt mind blank. My bad.
Do we don't really know that information because that was just her check. Do we have to do our own checks? Because clearly none of us trust
If you want to
each
look
other,
for traps,
so-
you can feel free to look for traps.
Okay.
As Illyrian also says out loud, I don't notice any traps. Shall we proceed?
Oh, okay. Well, I just noticed that now.
After you.
And as walking, Graina kind of looks at all the statues. They're all drows, right? I assume they recognize him because she's a drow.
All right, so Illyria, I'll say when you get to the split in the path, we can make another one, and when you get to, I guess, the stairs, we can make another one. All right, so as the group continues, the large doors move back, slide shut behind you with a loud kind of boom, and the statue itself kind of comes to life, and several chains shoot forth out of it into Illyria, into Graina, and into Murgle.
Oh. Well.
And you can see the statue itself kind of completes its beckoning motion as these chains are shooting towards you. And all right, and what are your ACs?
19.
I'm 15.
19.
Right. So each and every one of you managed to dodge away from these chains as they come flying in your directions.
Oh no.
And each of these chains kind of sinks into the ground nearby each one of you, and then slowly begins to kind of pull back towards the statue there. I'm going to ask everyone to go ahead and roll initiative at this point.
Oh no. Okay. 6, crap. Made a smallest number again.
Not everyone's rolled yet. Okay, well maybe now.
Okay. Oh god, I think we're about to tag a squid.
Definite tentacle monster potential.
I have to keep remembering to move the Twitch's view. Okay, so Illyria, you're up first. What would you like to do?
Oh, come on, Illyria.
What is that purple dot that just appeared?
That's the Twitch chat's view.
Oh, okay.
Rob's not here to have a camera. That's his camera.
I was like, whoa, wait a second.
It was chains that shot out, not tentacles. Alright, so feel free to move forward and make me an investigation perception combo check. That's going to be your action.
Bless you.
Alright. So you don't see any such button, but as you're feeling along, you notice there's a kind of groove along the stairway, kind of going upwards, as if something were meant to slide into place here. Something from further up the stairs. As this groove continues along with the same angle as the stairs, up beyond out of sight. All right.
I can hear a lot of mumbling background.
It's not the music?
No,
I think it sounds
like
like TV or something in the background.
yeah, stuff like.
Charlie
Charlie
Brown.
Charlie
Yeah,
Brown.
we just became peanuts. Uh-oh.
I do hear it.
Alright, Illyria, can you give me a hide check? And that'll determine how stealthy you are in the shadows. And meanwhile, the statue is going to launch out 4 more chains towards the 3 in front of it. 2 being directed at Graina. And what are your ACs?
19.
19.
Alright,
Are you talking about the initiative check?
the red number you put on.
Oh, 15.
Alright. So the first chain gets blocked by Graina, but the second one wraps around Graina, wraps around Sassandra, and Murgle deflects the chain as the 2 of you become grappled by these chains.
It doesn't do any damage though.
You are also pulled 5 squares towards the statue.
Ah.
Oh no.
Well.
Oh.
So to there.
Oh, 5 spaces. I thought you just meant 5.
And
Well-
Hollow is up.
I'm in the water.
You're in the water and grappled.
Lovely.
Oh wow.
And Mr. Ben is up. Our
Okay.
fish friend.
So, twice is attacked with 3 chains, right?
4 chains.
4 chains.
Yes.
Okay.
3 and then 4.
And it seems to have a kind of a limited range. Oh,
Well, we don't know if it's limited range. We were just the closest targets.
well, it hasn't attacked me.
Well, yeah. But we were in the way of you.
I'll move back here behind this thing.
Alright.
And there's nothing really. It's like the statue is that's moving. There's nothing else really there, right?
Right.
Okay. I'll try this. I'm going to cast Cantrip. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame
Alright.
at the statue.
Alright. So it's moving at the dexterity.
You gotta watch out for those statues. They're quite dexterous.
I know that's
Watch
what I'm
out.
thinking.
It's gonna get out of the way.
Alright, so it's gonna nail this statue for 7 radiant damage.
Yep.
Alright. So it slams into the statue. Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
Nope. I think I've moved all I can. If I can, like, attempt to shield myself behind the statue in some way, I'll do that.
Alright. And with that, Murgle is up.
Did the flame seem like it did anything?
Like, it looks like it kind of scorched the outside of the statue, but not really making much of an impact. Like, it looks like it did something, but in comparison of, like, the statue as a whole, it doesn't look like it did much.
And does the statue, whenever like it's ringing people in, does it seem like it's mechanical, like constant, or does it like heave?
It heaves.
Okay. I'm going to move up to right. How tall is this wall that keeps in the water?
You can easily hop over into it.
I'm just asking, can I lean over it without like getting disadvantage on trying to take changes off this person?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna try to get the chains off whoever that is in the back.
The pool's only a couple of feet deep, so Like
Huh.
for movement wise, it would be difficult terrain.
Would that be an athletics check?
It
Or
would be a strength check.
ooh.
So yeah, athletics would work. All right, so you tear these chains off of Cassandra, and she is no longer grappled by them.
And I'm gonna move 5 feet down here, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Reyna.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna try and get these chains off of me.
All right. So you currently have disadvantage on your strength checks because you're currently bound up like cartoon style in these chains covering you.
Okay.
All right, but you too managed to free yourself from the chains,
Nice.
and they fall into the fountain below you.
And looking around, can I see anything in the water that might be a switch or a lever or something to pull to turn it off?
Roll me a perception check and an arcana check.
Why am I so sucky at Arcana checks?
So, looking about in the water after you get these chains off, you don't see anything that like stands out in the water itself. But based on your magical abilities, it seems more like the statue itself is alive than more mechanical.
Okay.
All right, anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to relay the information that I don't think there's a switch. I think this is more of a creature, so you can say.
All right,
So everyone knows.
and Cassandra.
Can I check my Arcana as well?
Sure. All right, so as you're getting the same kind of sense that Grano was getting from the statue, you're
Yeah.
about to like put your finger on it when she turns around and speaks out loud exactly what you were thinking.
Yeah.
About how the statue itself seems to be alive and not mechanical in nature.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Let's see. Can I also do perception check as well?
Sure.
Oh shoot! No,
So
that's not good.
after having just been dragged 25 feet towards this statue into the water and getting these chains ripped off of you, you're a little
Why didn't I move?
preoccupied at the time to kind of be looking around for anything. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I go ahead and move?
Yeah.
Okay.
So any square in the water is 5 or counts as 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
So to get out there, that would be 15 feet movement.
Okay.
So I believe you still have 15 feet left.
Okay. I think that will be my turn.
All right, Illyria. All right, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. As a large scythe-like blade comes sliding down the stairs and through that groove that you were kind of feeling around.
Would it be a check or a saving throw? That's the question.
It's saving throw.
Yay, reroll. You did a build check.
All right. So, basically, just Indiana Jones this shit as you dive over the scythe as it's coming down the stairs, and you roll up the stairs past it. But it manages to clip your boot, and so you're still going to take little damage, but not nearly as much as the entire scythe going through your body. And you're only going to take 6 damage.
Oh no.
Anything else you'd like to do? So in here, it's kind of inside its own little alcove for the staircase, but coming up to the top, you can see a ledge up here. That. So, not quite. It's just around. Sorry, it's just around the corner from you. All right. So there, you can definitely see it, and it can also probably see you. All right. All right, that's definitely gonna hit, and that's 8 damage. Alright, so if Grena was 5 feet closer, you'd probably get these advantage for having party members nearby. And we're gonna assume that because of the scythe attack trap, you weren't quite as stealthy going up the stairs as you would have liked. Anything else you'd like to do this turn? Alright. So, 4 more chains come forth, flying towards Reyna, Sassandra, and Morgul.
Oh no, not again!
Damn it!
Two towards Morgul this time. And he's just not doing great with his rolls, as you guys are able to kind of duck and dive out of the way of these chains flying towards you. And with that, following is up.
Malowick is probably going to do the same thing he just did.
Alright.
But let me double check and see if any of my other spells have a decent, deck save sort of thing.
Alright.
Oh, and also, I'm assuming that I can, rearrange my prepared spells in any way I want.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I have this inflict wounds spell that might be a little more range is touch, though. So let's not do that one. I wonder if it has. I wonder if its constitution is good. I'll try. I'm going to cast blindness on this statue.
Alright. Okey-dokey. A con save. And what is it trying to beat?
Probably my spell difficulty, which is 12.
Okay, so you cast blindness on the statue, and it doesn't seem to have any apparent effect.
Okay.
So you look and you can see it opening its eyes as you finish casting the spell.
Well, in that case, I'm going to take a little step right about there.
All right.
That's it.
All right, Morgul.
I'm going to start walking this way. It lets me. And I would like to check for traps or anything like that.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception and investigation check.
I am always wonderful at all this.
Wonderful.
All right. So, keeping your focus on the statue, you're kind of feeling around as you're stepping towards the stairs, not paying much attention to where you're stepping, but you don't come across any traps.
Alright. Guess that's my turn.
As Illyria yells out from the balcony.
Never mind.
And with that, Reina's up.
Oh, come on.
Well, I am going to get out of the fountain. I think it's in my best interest. It's just half movement, right? Because I had to get out of the fountain.
It's half
Only in
movement
the
for
water.
anywhere that's in that fountain.
Well, I'll stay right. I'll go back one more. There we go. And she is going to see if it burns.
All right.
Maybe. Probably not.
All right. So launch these fire bolts from your hands, and they slam into the walls surrounding the statue,
Sounds
not
about
hitting
right.
the statue itself. Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
Nah. I'll be
All
good.
right. All right, Sandra,
Yes, sir.
you're up.
I guess I'm go ahead move where Grania is
All right.
and I am go ahead. Are we attacking the statue?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I was a little confused. I might go ahead, cast ray of. Oh no! Wait! Something good. I am gonna do something cool. Like shape water.
All right. All right. So, how would you like to shape the water in the fountain?
I would like to shape like. Oh god, it's hard. I think it's so many decisions. I would like to make a shape of like almost look like Hercules.
All right. So, the water kind of begins to shift and sway. It takes up this shape of this muscular figure standing before the statue. Anything else you'd like to do?
Is he single? Oh my god. Gee, oh man. Can I also do Ray of Frost?
I'll say if you want to use your 2 sorcery points to cast another spell, then absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so you muster up your sorcerer powers and you fire a couple of bolts with blue-white light towards the statue, and they seem to smack into the wall behind it in the same
Oh.
spot that Graina's spells were smacking.
Dang it.
I'm having such luck.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, Illyria's up.
Come on, Ilaria. Come on.
Right. So this arrow goes flying forward. And this arrow smacks into the statue but splinters before going into it. It doesn't appear to have affected the statue at all. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I guess none of us have really hit. Never mind.
Yes, I believe it was your first spell, or no, it was Malowick's first spell hit it, and that seemed to affect it. And Illyria's last arrow sunk into it and seemed to affect
Okay.
it. All right, Illyria, anything else you'd like to do this turn?
Can you add my bat in at the bottom of the list?
Yeah.
He just rolled an initiative of 1.
Yes, sir.
And he has a flying speed of 30. So I would like to make him flap around if I can, since he directly would have gotten to go.
All right. Right after there is. But go ahead and roll me a hide check. You're in. All right. So you just kind of disappear into the shadows of the upper balcony, and go ahead and move your bat familiar following.
I can't select him.
That's strange.
Man.
I rolled money just froze. Roll 20.
Now I can.
All right.
And he's gonna try to fly like up as much as he can towards the ceiling.
All right.
Let me get about there.
I have to refresh my roll 20 in a second. For some reason.
Probably Threx, like, watching a movie in the background.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we lost CM.
He says
to
refreshing.
refresh.
Okay. Okay. Is Cassandra also the Drow sorcerer as well?
Yeah, I think you're both drow sorcerers.
Okay. Whenever I
Okay.
was walking in and
Think I'm back.
sorry, I didn't mean for interrupt. When I was logging in, I was like, "Hey, that's not Cassandra. That's not Cassie." I was like, "Where's Cassie?"
Okay,
You ran
so
away.
you move the bat to there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him up as high towards the ceiling as I can.
All right. So this is a very high ceilinged room, as it's kind of got the 2 floors with a second balcony overlooking this room.
Right.
So he can get up pretty high. Anything else?
No, that he can only move. He really can't do much of anything else.
All right.
Should
And
move farther.
it's 2 chains.
I figured he was going up. He only has 30 feet, so it still counts.
2 chains shoot towards Myrtle, and 1 towards Reyna, and 1 towards Cassandra.
And
And so
He
once
did say
again,
2 chains. He did.
2 chains. Mortal is able to just like swing around wildly and knock these chains off of their course.
Humbug.
Meanwhile, both sorceresses find themselves encaptured by these chains once again. and dragged towards the statue.
Ah!
No.
Well, now they should get advantage because if it's 5, now you have advantage area. This is for you.
And as they make it in front of the
Oh no.
statue itself, it opens up in the middle and chomps down on both of you. And
What?
what is your ACs?
19.
I'm 15 of my AC.
Okay, so this is gonna hit both of you.
Oh no!
25 piercing damage.
What?
No!
Oh, that sucks.
I think that's the highest it can roll on its damage.
That makes sense. You know, it would happen to me.
God, it reminds
Alright.
me of Hellraiser or other horror movies. So when horrifying statues become a massive killer.
And after it chomps down on you, the opening of the statue kind of seals back up. And with that, Mallowick is up.
Damn.
No.
Mallowick is just going to, if he can ever move, there you go. Peek around the corner. He is now going to cast Sacred Flame again.
Alright. Let's see that dexterity save. Once again, this sacred flame sears into the side of this statue for 1 radiant damage.
But it's seared.
Absolutely seared.
Very searing 1 damage.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yep, sit up behind the statue.
All right. Morgul.
He was just going to leave these people behind and just go up, but seeing as they can't protect themselves, he just kind of sighs, and he will hop over
All right.
and walk up right next to the statue.
Oh lord.
If I can, if it lets me. Okay.
Who's drinking soda?
You know what time it is? It's time to unload everything.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get something to drink too. Hold on. Be right back.
Distracting
water.
strike.
Need a little soda too. We're back.
An action surge for another one. Distracting strike.
I will say, rather than using those distracting strikes, your blows don't seem to be affecting it, as it's kind of swinging its arms and chains are coming up and deflecting your battle axe back towards you.
I don't even hit it. Dang.
Not with a 17. No. Anything else you'd like to do?
So you get to keep those 2 distracting strikes.
So I will just stand here and I guess get ready to hit it again.
All right. And Grayna.
So, I am going to move.
Are you sure you can?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of the chains first. And then I'm gonna It's a strength check, right? With disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes.
And
Not so much.
if I'm really lucky,
You do not feel lucky.
I don't feel very
You're
lucky.
just struggling in the chains in the water down below. Anything else you'd like to do?
I can't really cast flames and try and burn the chains out without hurting myself, huh?
You can absolutely try to attack the chains themselves.
Oh come on.
I'm
man.
going to try and attack the chains with I guess I'll do firebolt on him. Hope I don't burn myself to death. Or
What about the eyes that could destroy the statue, the chains? Would that be much stronger than a fire?
You have no way of knowing.
Oh no!
Screw it.
Oh man!
That's not gonna get me anywhere.
All
Someone-
right, so you can feel the chains kind of
Finally.
weaken against this firebolt. And you burn maybe half of the chains off of you itself, but
At least I
you're
finally
still
get it.
being contained by these chains.
No! Man!
Anything else you'd like to do?
Curse at it. Very angrily.
All right, Sassandra.
Before that, can I check my strength check as well?
All right, so a 5 is not enough to break free of these chains that are wrapped around you. Anything else
Okay.
you'd like to do?
Can I go
Perfect.
ahead? Oh, it's. Let me see. No. Can I go ahead cast Ray of Frost?
Sure.
Ah!
All right, so
No.
you can't quite get the words out as you're kind of going up, above and below the surface of the fountain itself as you're wrapping these chains. So you don't quite get the spell out the way that you're hoping to do. So the chains seem unaffected. Anything else?
I mean, I think I didn't check Dexterity before I got damaged.
The what?
I didn't pronounce it right.
Dexterity?
DEXTERI.
Dexterity?
Dexterity. I should have checked my dexterity before I got damage or anything.
Well, you know that it would take a strength check to like break free of the chains. You wouldn't be able to wiggle out of them because they're just so wrapped around you.
Oh no. Okay.
All right, and the familiar is up.
Oh.
He's just gonna keep making his way
Oh man, we shouldn't run away. We should go to upstairs and meet up
towards
Elira
the
right now.
statue.
I will say the familiar having flown up, you can see the balcony on the opposing side too. Up there.
Okay.
Okay, so it
there's
continues
no-
flying towards the statue.
I mean, if he can see the balconies, is there anything? Well, no, because I told him to go to the statue, so he's going to the statue.
Okay. All right. Phandelver. Right, you just don't feel like you're able to fire up. Like you got all these people who are in the way of your target currently wrapped up in their chains, and so it's just going beyond where you should be aiming. Anything else you'd like to do? All right. And so you approach the end of this balcony and you find a door at the end. No convenient off switch.
Stupid.
All right. And then, does the familiar have an AC?
Yeah, it's just a natural bat,
Okay. So 12?
but it is tiny.
Yeah. Well, Sex is 15, which gives it that +2 to the original 10.
Yeah, so its armor class is 12.
Okay. So one chain's coming out towards the bat, and 3 chains are flying towards Markle.
Wait, so it has, even though 2 chains are wrapped up, it has 4 more?
It has a total of 6 chains. It shoots 4 per turn.
Well,
Okay, so it's gonna wrap up the bat and pull closely. And what is Murgle's AC?
19.
So one of these chains is gonna wrap Murgle and pull him closely as well. You are also grappled.
Stupid. We should just left the statue here to die.
And with that, Holloway is up.
okay, so the bat is now like grappled and pulled to the statue.
Yes.
Oh, that works. Okay.
That'd be very assassin of you, Valeria.
So he is going to cast Inflict Wounds.
All right.
I don't know who.
It's just what a traitor would say.
Okay, well, it didn't roll my melee spell attack.
Okay, so if you want to, you can put double brackets around the 3d10. For the future, it'll roll that for you.
Hang on, I'm gonna get there. Do it. Attack, damage. Do.
Freaking 25 damage on one hit.
We're getting there. Roll 20 is being really slow. Okay, try this again. Come on.
All right.
Okay, that totally didn't roll damage properly.
Oh, it did.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll 3d10 from the all roll thing.
All right. Is it plus anything? Because that one there is rolling with +2 damage. Something.
No, what it did, it just rolled. I had 3 space d10, and it just rolled that.
If you delete the space, it should do that.
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Okay. So roll me 2.
There's 2 more.
Okay. So it's 17 total?
17 necrotic damage.
All right. And you can just see bits of the statue start to wither and flake and crumble away. And it releases the grasp it has on Sassandra. Anything else you'd like to do?
Actually, let's see. No, because I had to use a action to cast Inflict Wounds, and I think it takes an action to dismiss my familiar. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah. Okay. So no, he's just gonna stay behind the
All right.
statue.
All right, Myrtle.
Seeing that one of the sorcerers burnt half her chains, could I reach over and get her chain and my chain and try to break both?
The sorcerer you'd have to reach to is 10 feet away from you, so not her, because Sandra's chains were released upon that last inflicting wound.
I'm talking about moving in to this and then moving back.
I will say no, because your movement speed is currently 0, because you're grappled.
Oh yeah, I'm grappled.
Wrapped up in these chains.
No.
Doo-doo-doo.
So you can make a strength check to burst out of them. The strength check's going to be a disadvantage.
I'm just gonna try to hack them. It's not a disadvantage, right, for trying to hack them?
Right. Actually, I don't think you can attack.
Okay.
I'm wrong. You can attack. Apparently, grapple doesn't stop you from attacking.
And then distracting strike. I'm hoping a 22 hits or
A
25.
25 definitely hits. So that's a total of 13 damage.
Yes.
All right. As this attack slams into the side of the statue, chipping away at it. Not there. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna look at the two people in the kiddie pool with me. I'm gonna tell them, get out of here. Run.
As soon as I can. I'm temporarily tied at the moment.
I'm stuck too.
No, you are unstuck now. Your chains
Oh, okay.
fell off. You're good. Get out of here. Save yourself.
Okay.
Really weird that grapple doesn't do anything against attacks. Yeah. Okay, with that, Grain is up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of these chains again.
All right. All right. So you're just straining and straining, and you're just unable to break these chains.
What? I thought a 10 did it last time. And half of them are gone. I should get advantage on that. Ah! Okay. I am going to burn them again.
All right. This is on the chains themselves.
Yes.
All right. So as you cast this firebolt spell forth from your body, disintegrates the remainder of these chains. that are
I
holding
would
you.
like to get back as far as I can.
All right. Water spaces are 10 speed. What count is moving 10 feet.
So I can make it there.
No.
But I only had one box of water to get through.
So that's 10 feet to go there.
Yeah. And then it's 15, 20, 25, 30. Is it 10 to get out to?
Yes. Climb over
Ah!
the edge of the fountain.
20. I can only make it there. Okay, fine.
Do you move it to 25 or 30?
30.
Okay, so you can make it there.
Okay. I'll deal with what I have to.
All right, Cassandra.
Okay. Can I also check my strength check?
Actually, she's already free, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Sorry.
So you don't have to do the strength check. You're free.
So as
Oh,
you're going
anyway,
to
okay.
burst free of these chains, you feel that they just kind of give way
Okay.
before you even have to hulk out of these things.
Okay. I might go ahead move away from the statue best I can.
All right. So, what is your movement speed?
Oh,
Should be 30. She's a human.
Okay, so you can make it to any one of these spots.
oh, okay.
Okay.
I guess here.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Wait, this character is a drow, not a human.
We're
It's
going off
still-
our same
It's
stats.
still Cassie's character sheet.
Right.
It's confusing.
Yes, it is confusing. Can I go ahead, I hope, can I go ahead cast Ray of Frost again if the statue, no, I mean if the ice power is very strong, effective on the statue.
Sure, if you want to. All right, so you fire these rays of frost, and you're a little flustered having just gotten released from the statue and
Yes.
more focusing on running away from it.
Mm-hmm.
As your frost bolts once again slam into the wall behind it, not hitting the statue itself.
Not again. That'll be end
Go
my
ahead.
turn.
Okay, so with that, the familiar's up.
Come on, whatever you are, Get him.
Our daddy friend.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the familiar has like no strength, so can it actually try to break through, or
It can bite
Can
me.
try, yes, because there's a very slim chance it could break through.
okay?
Otherwise, I will say where it's at currently, it counts as like touching the statue. For any like spells that require touch.
Okay, I did. Damn it.
So no, this bat.
No, actually, that was like. No, you can't actually have a miss roll, but I clicked the wrong roll thing on the dice roller.
Okay, so go give it again.
So I need
See
to
how
add.
a strength save does.
I need to add the -4. There,
Ooh, even better.
Okay,
much better.
So despite the past history Malowix had with his bat familiar, this time the bat is just not seeming to pull through for him.
Our daddy friend.
Anything
he's-
else the bat would like to do this turn?
He's my good friend, but he actually is his own creature. I don't. He's not like an extension of me. He is actually a bat. Okay.
Just blame it on the bat.
No, so he's good.
All right, Illyria. Right. So
Is
a
that with
12
advantage?
is not gonna hit.
With
Doesn't she get
distracting
advantage when
strike?
somebody's standing next to it?
I think she just gets the sneak damage. If I'm wrong, we'll double check. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so anything else you'd like to do? All right, give me the old 1-2 for that. All right, so this seems like an ordinary wooden door in front of you.
You're very distracted.
Kind of cut your finger a little bit when firing that short bow. So while normally your incredibly dexterous fingers would be able to scour this door for anything, you managed to get a couple of splinters embedded in this wound you had on your finger.
That's where my distracting strike went to her. Distracting
We're
her.
really about to have a door fight, aren't we?
And with that, it's going to pull Morgul and the bat towards it and make it, and once again open up in the middle and make a chomp down. And Morgul, what is your AC?
19.
Okay, so this is going to hit you for 19 piercing damage.
Oh no.
Would this be considered a melee attack?
Yes, it would.
Then I would like to parry.
All right.
Induce it by 11. And then I
Alright.
would protect this little flopping bat if I could with my shield.
Okay. So while you're kind of restrained by these chains, it opens up to chomp down on you and the bat. You're still able to get your hand out to distract the shield, kind of blocking the bat from this chomp of the statue. And with that, Apollo wakes up.
Okay, so the bat's alive.
Yes.
In that case, Malloy is going to take his action to dismiss the bat.
All right.
So he goes into a little pocket dimension. So that was an action. It seems like I have something I can cast as a bonus.
I believe you have spiritual weapon. You can cast as a bonus. Unless you had something else.
No, you're right, it's spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? I'll use spiritual weapon.
All right.
Okay. So I can summon it within 60 feet. Sweet. I'm gonna put it like on the opposite side of the statue from Urgle.
All right. And what does Malowick's spiritual weapon look like?
It's gonna look like a very rusty, gnarly mace that has it's like dripping poison from the ends.
All right. So, as you summon forth this rusty mace covered in all this grime, as the statue is focusing its attention on Morgul, you're able to connect with a 22 against it, dealing 4 damage to it.
Sweet.
Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
Nope, that's gonna be it for me.
All right, Morgul.
All right. I would like to break these chains.
One second.
All right, give me a strength.
What?
So the 24 you just burst from these chains, and they just crumble. Metal splinters all around you into the water. You
All right,
are-
I'm just gonna get ready to hack this thing, I suppose, on my next turn.
all right. And Reyna.
Graina.
So we'll pass on her for just right now. Cassandra.
She's gonna hold her turn. Actually, I guarantee you she's gonna try to move out of range of that statue.
Okay.
So Cassandra.
Okay. Can I go ahead move like right here?
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to check my Arcana check.
All right, what are you checking?
My spells.
What are you checking for your spells exactly?
My Ray of Frost.
So you definitely still know the spell Ray of Frost.
Dang it.
They heard the chihuahua barking.
Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
Can I go ahead? Oh, which one is? Oh, can I try the casting a Dawn Whip?
You sure can.
All right. No, the 1 piece of damage.
Right. So this is interesting, as you manage to hold this statue off of its base 10 feet towards you.
Yes.
That's
I don't want it closer
feet
to me.
towards you.
Oh.
There. And it takes 1 point of piercing damage.
Would I take it? Would I be able to get an opportunity attack? He left
You
my
would not.
rage. Oh,
Is that all? Yeah, excuse me. Is that all you'd like to do?
Oh god, that if I don't have any extra sorcery points, that will be my end of my turn.
All right, Grayna.
I have a quick question. Is that like a symbol underneath the statue, or is it just like
It's
something
just a stone-based statue.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was seeing something. Okay. Well, now I'm going to go this way. Before I move, I would like to firebolt her. Not the chains this time.
All right.
Hopefully I do something.
All right. So 20 is definitely going to hit.
Oh,
This time your fireball connects. Flame slams into the statue's sides, severely scalding it. Anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to get out of the way.
The statue moved.
Yeah, Cassandra used a thorn whip on it and just
Yeah.
yanked it off of its perch towards her.
Okay.
yes.
And that is my move.
All right, Illyria. All right. That's going to hit. And lucky for you, that little weapon has been summoned there, so that's going to give you your sneak damage for a total of 15 damage into this statue. Anything else you'd like to do? All right. Roll me a hide check. All right. Awesome. There. Okay. So this time it's going to send out 4 chains, 1 towards Cassandra, 2 towards Morgul, and 1 at disadvantage towards Mallory. All right, so Cassandra, what is your AC?
Oh crap. You talk about the red one.
Yes.
15.
All right, so that's going to wrap around you
Oh no, I'm screwed.
and pull you towards it.
Oh god.
And no, sorry, not Reyna. Morgul, they are not hitting you.
Okay.
And the one it fires towards Mallowick is also going to miss.
It can reach me through a statue, or attempts to reach me through a statue.
It can.
Ah! Damn it.
No.
Okay,
I moved over.
so Morgul, you're going to be up while Mallowick is holding his turn up. Maybe not. Okay, Mallowick.
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is attack with Mini Mallowick.
All right.
That didn't seem to work very well.
13 does not seem to hit.
Then I'm going to get him where he can see around the statue. And then I am going to use Sacred Flame again.
All right.
Hey, 8 this time.
See how dexterous it is in the water. Not very dexterous.
How could it? It's a statue. How could it even have dexterity?
Well, much like your familiar having very low strength, and so it has potential for breaking free of the chains, this thing has the potential for beating the dexterity save.
It better have like a dexterity of 1.
Its dexterity is terrible. And anything else you'd like to do as these searing, radiant beams just start to crack the statue from the inside.
Now my plan now is just to stand back and keep blasting the thing because I don't have to get in range of it.
All right, Morgul.
All right. So 10, 20. Could I move to the other? I have 5 feet of movement left.
I'll say if you want to like kind of use 10 to climb up onto the little base that the statue is on,
Alright.
the next step forward would be normal movement.
And then I get to just jump down right there?
Yeah.
Alright. And then I'll attempt to
I'm
hack
not-
the thing.
The little spiritual weapon guy doesn't really take up that space, does he? Can he
No.
jump down there?
No, I whiff.
All right, so you just swinging away as you come jumping off the statue's base into the water, and you don't connect with it. Anything else
That's
you'd
my
like to
turn.
do? All right,
That's it.
Reyna.
That's me. These names, it's hard to write them down. I'm like, wait, who is that again? Let's see first. Oh. I'm going to move to there.
All right.
I better be far enough. And then I'm going to shoot Firebolt again. No.
Right. So you do not manage to connect as you're kind of busy running from statue to statue, these bolts go where the statue was originally, not compensating for the fact that the statue is not standing there anymore.
I'd like to add, in the middle of me running statue from statue, I did probably like a flip roll thing, because I'm awesome.
All right.
We'll just go with it.
And Cassandra, you're currently chained up in front of the statue once again.
Oh, well, 3 times, actually. Can I, check, my strength?
You absolutely can.
Oh, 5 and 21.
All right, so a 5 is just not going to be enough as you're just straining on these chains and they're holding strong. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I also check, Constitution?
I'll say you don't need to make a Constitution check for this.
Okay.
Like, unless you were trying to concentrate on maintaining a spell or something like that. But
Okay.
for right now, you don't have any spells going other than the kind of beefed up water that's kind of just sitting there in the water.
You could totally turn that thing into ice and try to like block behind it.
Okay. I'm trying to find a way. I was thinking about the ice knife, but I'm not sure it'll affect it because it's a statue, hard to get through. I guess go ahead. Keep doing a ray of frost.
All right. Right, so the ray of frost flies forward and it just goes right between the statue's legs. So you're kind of having a hard time aiming while wrapped up in all these chains.
Oh shoot!
It's not quite working the way you're wanting it to.
Oh. What is the weak spot of the statue?
With that, Illyria's up.
Come on, Illyria.
See, heal. Go for the heal.
So it doesn't seem that the statue necessarily has a weak spot, but
Okay.
from all the attacks that everyone's been making against the statue, it seems to be slowly crumbling with each attack that's hit it. Like right now, it's currently looking pretty weak. All right. So, Illyria, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh. Stone bitch.
I think you should shoot it in the knee.
All right, so this arrow goes flying forward into the statue as it's drawing Cassandra closer and opening up its jaws. And this arrow goes right into its mouth and just explodes the statue into bits and pieces that just fall all about Cassandra and Morgul into the fountain itself. Statue.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
Got him! Yay! Thank you, Illyria. Thank you.
So, does that mean we're out of combat?
It does indeed.
It means she, or not me. She, Graina will go and gather her arrows for her.
How high up is the balcony?
20 feet up.
And how tall are these statues?
It's probably like 30 feet.
Oh God.
Wait, the balcony or the statues?
The statues are 30 feet up, like from base
Right,
to
from base
top of
to
the
head.
head are 30 feet.
Jeez.
The ledges up above are 20 feet up the wall.
Okay, then I'm going to climb a statue to hop onto the ledge.
All right, you want to roll me an athletics or acrobatics check for that?
Absolutely.
All right. So Malowick begins kind of scurrying up the statue, and his own just natural body slime starts making him slide back down the statue he's trying to climb up.
I'm going to keep doing it until I succeed. Or fail miserably.
Okay, so roll me one more, and meanwhile, the rest of the group.
I'm going
Once
to
again-
slowly attempt to go up these stairs, but I'm going to be
Alright.
like on extra cautious watch.
As you're approaching the stairs, you see this bladed scythe sitting there at the bottom.
It's like on the ground. It's not going to fall down
Not on
again,
the, it's like about waist level.
but it's not like going to fall again. It's like there.
If you want to roll me a check, you can see.
I just don't want to step up to it and slash me. What kind of check?
It would be
Perception?
an intelligence check.
Oh, great.
See if you know how this kind of trap works.
Probably not.
This is your first time encountering a trap ever put on stairs.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it just seems absurd to you.
Clearly.
Meanwhile, Malowick is just continuing to slide up and down the statue on his own fish goo.
But then.
Then he extracts his own little fish claws on the ends of his flippers and just manages to get a grip on this goo he's coated the statue with, and he just begins to stick and kind of spider climb up the side of the statue.
You just got to... It's kind of the opposite of Luke. You got to, like, rough it up first. Us fish people, we're natural climbers.
Just gonna walk around her and say, "Get out of my way," and I'm just gonna start walking up.
All right.
Clearly, either hopping over or going underneath, depending what would be easier.
All right. So with Morgul's height, it'd be easier for him to just go underneath me.
Okay, I'm just gonna go underneath it, and hopefully nothing happens.
All right. Lyria can. Okay. So once again, looking at this door, there's nothing that's standing out about it as being like extraordinary. Like there are a couple of blood marks from where your splintered finger left a couple of trails of blood, but otherwise it seems like an ordinary wooden door to you.
That statue seemed pretty ordinary too. Well, I'm going to follow Murgle up the stairs and hope nothing happens to me.
All right. And how do you attempt to get over the blade?
I'm going to jump over it. Do I need
All right.
to- in athletics or just call it good?
All right. And what is Malowick searching and feeling?
He's just checking for traps and other things that might be in the way up here as he makes his way towards this door.
Okay. So as he makes his way towards the door, he can see across to the other side, and this side of the room looks very similarly lined up and crafted in accordance with the opposing side. Torches seem to be in the same spot. The tiles themselves seem recognizably similar to those you've been walking on the ground floor. And you too take note of a wooden door at the end of this pathway.
I'd also like to recall my familiar.
What did you do? Okay.
Oh, I see the thing now. Okay.
That appears right next to you. How long does
Awesome.
the spiritual weapon...
It should go away now.
Okay. And Cassandra, you are still laying next to the crumbling remains of the statue in the fountain down below.
So I'm free?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm go ahead, follow them.
All right. How does Cassandra attempt to get past the blade?
Oh shoot.
It's about waist high on Cassandra.
Oh crap. I didn't know there's a blade on my bad. Can I oh, I don't know, like either Dex, oh god, I'll say Dex for short, and either Dex or Intelligence.
Tell you what, if you would just describe to me how Cassandra is attempting to go beyond this blade, I'll give it to you.
Over or under?
Okay, since Cassandra had been frustrated so long after being strangled or stuck by the chain so many times. Fortunately, she is a little nervous that since her mind got blank when everybody's gone and she felt like she don't know if she's strong enough after her spells not attacking the statue very well.
All right, so how does she attempt to get past this blade in front of her?
So the blade is like
Waist high.
like high and then go low.
So she can attempt to climb over it or duck underneath it. It's following Murgle, she saw him duck underneath it, and following
Duck.
Graina, she saw her climb over it.
Doug.
All right, so Cassandra ducks underneath the blade and continues up the stairs.
Okay.
Meanwhile, both splits of the party have come face to face with wooden doors in front of them.
Can I go ahead and keep moving to find others? Okay.
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna try my best to inspect this door that I'm in front of.
All right.
Oh, there you are.
So this looks kind of like a smaller version of the large doors you walked in to get into this room. It's got the same color, hue, and tone to it. It
It's kind
appears
of like
to be
a
made of the
double
same
door
wood.
sort of thingy.
It's not a double door, it's just one door.
Okay. I'm gonna push it open.
All right. As you push the door open, in the room beyond, you can see a almost bare room, as if carved from a single stone. And in the middle of it, you can see a glowing sigil. And Illyria, you see, as you push open your door, you see almost the same thing on your side.
Do I recognize this as any specific type of symbol?
If you want to roll me an Arcana check, we can find out.
We will see how good I am at those. Maybe.
All right. So, Graina recognizes this as a sigil of transportation. Meanwhile, Malowick has no idea what this symbol means.
And Grana kind of says it aloud. Molowick probably can hear her because I'm sure the room's pretty echoey.
Is she shouting it to him 70 feet away?
Well, it's, echoey. Yeah.
Malowick's gonna send his familiar in.
All right.
But Grana says this is a symbol of transportation that she recognizes.
All right. And your familiar is able to fly over the sigil without any problem.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have it land on it.
All right. And as your familiar lands on it, the familiar itself disappears, and that chunk of the sigil fades.
Hey, do I have any sense that the familiar has been banished or killed or anything? Or does it just feel like it's in a different spot now?
You're able to look
Excuse
through the
me.
familiar's eyes, correct?
Yes, I am.
So, looking through the familiar's eyes, if you scroll down, can you see it?
Yeah. All I see is black for now.
About that.
Wait, okay. I saw you ping, but I don't see anything there.
That. How about now?
No, still nothing. Oh, now I do.
Okay.
Does everybody else see that too, though?
Yeah. So that's what you can see with your bat. It appears to be a long hallway decorated in the same kind of tile structure. The red going down the middle, several carpets laying out in front of it, torches. As soon as the bat appears in this darkened hallway, torches just shoot to life, glowing in their ambient light. And you can see the red tiles fork off almost uniformly towards a suit of armor on either side. And behind the bat, you can see a pair of large wooden doors. And at the end of the hallway, you can see a matching pair of wooden doors.
And
Okay.
from my end, can I have any idea as to where this is going to send us?
From your end, roll me, actually with a 19, you know that this kind of symbol of teleportation is not meant for long distance, that it would have to teleport you within a relatively close area, possibly to another room of this building.
Okay. And I relay that information.
And Ruby, when I'm looking through the eyes of my familiar, I go deaf and blind, so I can't actually see anything at the moment or hear anything. So I'm using its senses, and it's flapping down the hallway, just trying to check things out.
Roll me a dexterity check. Or never mind. Okay.
So does the bat see anything as it's flapping its way down the?
Oh, sorry. So the bat does not.
Okay.
My guy just walks into the room.
Yeah, in that case, I'm going to drop my vision from the bat and step onto the.
Okay. So as Malowik steps into the sigil, once again, he disappears from sight. And unbeknownst to those across the way, the sigil he was standing upon fades from sight. He appears in a hallway.
Does the lovely wife want to say hi? But they really want to know if you're bringing cobbler.
Oh. I still have a bunch of Kit Kat bars.
Okay, so Morgul steps forth into the sigil in front of you guys and disappears from sight, and that corner of the sigil fades. And Morgul, you find yourself appearing right next to Malowik.
That one of the rugs looks more of a Celtic, Irish mythology style. The one in the middle.
But currently, Cassandra can't see that. Only the two in the room can see that.
We're
No.
still up there.
No, not Cassandra. Megan. Megan is looking at the carpets.
Right. It's weird how to control. It's just camera with things.
Yes, the camera.
Okay, so Illyria steps forth into the sigil, and just like the Duragar before her, disappears from sight, and the sigil fades.
Seeing all these squares fade, she kind of debates for a second, not hearing any screams, like waiting for a minute. She's going to follow.
All right. And now left alone, Cassandra sees the third chunk of the sigil in front of her fade as Karina disappears from sight.
Okay. I guess I have to go follow Grania. Oh, she's gone. Oh,
So is Cassandra stepping into the last bit of the sigil? Right there.
yes. Oh.
All right, and with that, Cassandra appears in a hallway with the rest of her companions.
Okay.
Can we tell that the door behind us, like,
There, we can
Clearly.
take our first break.
Okay.
Okay.